Respected viewers, most people don't change after being exposed. They break. And today, we are not here to defend wrong actions. We are here to reveal something much deeper, something about human nature that can change the way you see every relationship in your life. Watch this video till the end, because what comes at the end might completely shift how you deal with people. Now, let's start with a simple question. Why do people expose others? Is it really to correct them, or is it to feel superior? Because if the real goal was change, the method would look very different. Think about it. When someone makes a mistake and you expose them publicly, what actually happens? Do they improve, or do they become defensive? Because the human mind does not process public shame as correction. It processes it as a threat. And when people feel threatened, they don't open up. They protect themselves. They resist. They push back. They become more stubborn, not less. You didn't change them. You locked them inside their position. And this is where most people get it wrong. Exposure doesn't create growth. It creates shame. And shame rarely fixes anyone. It makes people hide. It makes them deny. It makes them pretend. And sometimes it makes them worse. Now, pause for a second and think about your own life. When you made a mistake, what actually helped you change? Was it being exposed in front of others? Or was it someone understanding you without destroying your dignity? Now, look at the world around you. Social media thrives on exposure. Mistakes spread faster than truth. Private moments become public entertainment. And suddenly, everyone becomes a judge. But here's the truth no one talks about. People don't reform under humiliation. They reform when they feel safe enough to admit they were wrong. Because when dignity is protected, change becomes possible. When dignity is destroyed, defense takes over. Psychologists describe this reaction as something very simple. When a person feels their image is under attack, they instinctively push back, not just against the person, but even against the truth itself. Same message, different delivery, completely different result. Now, understand this deeply. Every human being has flaws, hidden ones, personal ones, things they are silently struggling with. And when you expose someone's flaw, you don't just reveal a mistake, you damage their dignity. And once dignity is damaged, real change becomes much harder. Because now they're not trying to fix themselves, they're trying to protect their image. And that is where everything collapses. Now here is the uncomfortable truth. When you expose someone, most of the time, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. It feels powerful. It feels right. It feels like justice. But deep down, it feeds something inside you. The need to be right. The need to be seen as right. Because the one who exposes others often reveals something about himself. Ego, control, superiority. So ask yourself honestly, when you point out someone's flaw, are you helping them, or are you feeding something within you? Now here is where wisdom begins. Not every truth needs to be revealed, because sometimes hiding a fault creates space for change. It protects dignity. It builds trust. It gives a person a chance to correct themselves without being destroyed. This does not mean you support wrong. It means you understand human nature. People who truly influence others don't expose, they guide. Instead of saying you're wrong, they create a path where the other person can realize it themselves. They give them a way out with their dignity intact. Because real influence is quiet. Real change is private. And real power never needs an audience. And now, let me tell you a story. A story from over 1400 years ago, but its lesson is more relevant today than ever. Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliph of Islam, a man known for his justice, his strength, his authority. Yet, at night, while others slept, he walked the streets alone, checking on his people. One night, he heard music coming from inside a house and found a man drinking wine. He was making noise while drunk. In anger, he confronted him, but the man replied with words that stopped him instantly. He said,
"If I have committed one wrong, you have committed three. You spied, you entered without permission, and you came through the wall, and God has forbidden these three things." At that moment, Umar realized something. He was so saddened by this that he started crying and put a cloth in his mouth so that his servant wouldn't hear his crying. They went back quietly. Even in correcting someone, he had crossed a line. He left, silently, not in anger, but in reflection. He never exposed that man, never mentioned it, not even to those closest to him. Time passed. The man stayed away out of shame. For a long time, he did not come to Hazrat Umar's gathering due to shyness, until one day he returned, afraid that his past would be revealed. But Umar called him closer and quietly said, "I never told anyone." That moment, he whispered to Hazrat Umar, "I also have never drunk since that day." And from that day, he changed. Not because he was exposed, but because his dignity was protected. One moment of silence did what exposure never could. And this is how real change works. If you truly want someone to change, talk to them privately. Give them respect. Ask, don't attack. Let them arrive at the truth instead of forcing it on them. Because people protect what they feel is theirs and resist what is forced upon them. And most importantly, be patient. Real change takes time. Now, pause, because this is the part most people miss. Next time you see someone's flaw, don't react immediately. Don't expose. Just stop and ask yourself, if I were in their place, how would I want someone to correct me? And then do exactly that. Because people don't change when they feel attacked. They change when they feel understood. And if you want more truths like this, subscribe. It'll be my reward. And before you go, if there is any topic, any question, any hidden truth you want us to explore next, tell us in the comments below. Because this channel exists for you, and your curiosity is what drives it forward. And if today's video made you stop and think even for a moment, then like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Because some truths are not just heard, they stay with you.